Well, hello, fellow traveler. I'm here with your next 72-hour portal report. And we're going to just go with some straight up arcane BS tonight. I want to keep it real succinct, to the point, as much as we can keep it to the point with arcane BS. But I don't know if we're going to really go into all the other fanfare as far as the Recipient Spirit Board action or bringing any other cards into the mix. I kind of just want to stick with some arcane BS tonight. That's what I'm feeling like, you know, just keeping it real simple. Keeping it simply weird. That's what we're going to do tonight. So we're just looking at the next 72 hours, what's in store for us, what's going to come on through. And let's dive right into it. Bottom of the deck. Okay, well, a transformation is about to come on through. There's something that is ready to move out of the chrysalis state, something that's been secretly brewing, something that's secretly been brewing within you that you may not even be aware of might be about to come through you. There could also be something that's been secretly brewing behind the scenes. It's getting ready for its great unveiling, okay? This is the moment when the chrysalis is shed and there's some kind of wings you're earning here. Something that's been a long time coming, I'm hearing. Interesting. Okay, let's see what this is. There's a sense of secrecy about it too. Oh yes, I like this. You're getting free of something. You may have felt like you were being held up for quite a while. You may have even felt like, what's going on here, Spirit? What am I, chopped liver? You forget about me? I'm a nobody to you? Do my needs not matter? Do my dreams not count? What's going on here? Do I ever get to hit the target with the happiness I want to root in my life? I feel like you're making a fool out of me here. This is the transformation point. Some kind of delay is ending here. And where you were feeling like there was some kind of opposition to something opening up for you, something, anything, you know, I feel like you've been waiting for a while to get the memo that it's time to rise and shine. This moment is arriving. There's a crowning moment coming in here for you. You're not hung up at the crossroads anymore. I think you're going to finally understand where your happiness lies. You're going to recognize maybe that you had to see that you were the only one that could set you free. So there's some choice you're making here that's actually freeing you from a position where you've been held up too long because maybe you didn't feel that your dreams had enough validity, or maybe you were afraid to take a certain action, or maybe you were waiting for permission from somebody. Whatever's going on here, you're getting the answers you need. And you're not hanging out anymore. You're not hanging out anymore. And something's lifting you up here. I do feel that this is elevation. This is the rebirth cycle. And nobody can hold this back. I feel that very powerfully. No matter how hard they try, nobody's going to be able to hold this back. You're not a martyr. You're not going to play that role. There's something that you're no longer willing to contend with here. Maybe you really needed to get fed up, you know? Sometimes that's what it takes. Sometimes you need to get really fed up. You know, you can feel like error not found no matter how many times I try to find my happiness or what my destiny looks like, you know? It does really involve you making a decision to be fit to rise to the challenge of your destiny too. So I feel like there's something that you're discovering here, and it's the moment that your transformation is peaking. And it's like you're discovering something secret within you that's giving you the strength to emerge from a chrysalis state. And then the secret path opens up for you. Ooh. There's like a secret path that's opening up for you. It almost reminds me of the secret garden, like something special. a very special, unique experience, a pathway that only you can see. It's not quite here yet. It's not quite here yet. It's almost like you have to identify what the false path is, a false sense of fulfillment. See, it's kind of just about to come out of the crossroads. I think once you see what something really is, it's like it's a gross cup here. Something that needs to be cleansed, something that's tainting, it's tainting your path to the stone of destiny, right? It's something that maybe you've entertained a little bit too long, or maybe held space for too long. At one point you thought this would be the source of your fulfillment. You're not quite there yet, but something's about to be revealed to you that makes the true nature of an offer very clear to you. And you're going to be like, oh, hell no. I'm not waiting around for this. I'm rising above this before it can sink its teeth into me and pull me back down to where I don't want to go anymore. I don't want to go through that again, okay? You're not quite here yet, though. So something is being revealed to you. Oh, and I love it. You enter into total decisiveness here. Now you're using your noggin, okay? It's like now you have a clear sense of direction. You're being very decisive here. You're cutting something off with a quickness. You're not entering into any confusing arrangements. You're not willing to go in search of the path. It's like you're recognizing that the path has been here all along. It required your recognition of something, though. It required your recognition of what isn't your path forward. And that's what's coming through. And as soon as you make this decision and you cut off some source of confusion, delusion, complication, it's like the secret path opens up for you. It's got secret garden vibes. It reminds me of the perfumed garden. The perfumed garden. So yes, there's something very pleasurable that's realized. Almost intoxicating. Once you free yourself from something you've been holding space for too long. Interesting. Give me more details about this. I like it. Yeah, you're getting a new view. You're starting to realize that what really secures your future and your hope for tomorrow is by entering into more of a space of insecurity, by heading into the unknown, that which you're not familiar with. That's what helps you recreate your world here with the inverted squirrel, okay? Interesting. Very interesting. It's like, why do I need to make do and store up for my tomorrows when the promise of the future is already here? I just need to stop holding a place for something that I'm going to recognize is a bit of the Seven of Cups. It's a bit of an illusion, something that's been taking up too much of my time and energy. And as soon as I start to recognize that, set myself free from something that will never quench my thirst, that's when I find I got everything I need right here and now, and I rise above what's been challenging my destiny. Ooh, and then your heart's really on board. I love it. Enter the dragon. You're heading through the hall of mirrors, and you're armed with the truth that you need to just smash all of those illusions. It's like you're going beyond this sense of the enemy being something outside of you. It's like once you really master yourself and your heart is on target, then the road just opens up for you. And it's a road that only you can see because it requires that you have complete alignment within you. Oh, this is good. This is good energy. I love it. Look at this. So there's helpful assistance coming in here to give you the vehicle to move you out of the north node, move you out of the south node, and have you heading up north. But I feel like, see how this like this south node energy wanted to creep in. I feel like there's still a little something here that you need to see it for what it really is. And that illumination is coming through that will finally get you in a position where you can free yourself from this holding pattern. And then you're going to have a real sense of determination about where you're going. And it's not going to be difficult for you to get there. You're just going to skate on up there. There's also something about expansion in the heart, like your heart really growing 3 sizes. Maybe it felt like for a while that life was being a bit stingy with you and you were starting to feel a little bit overlooked. Like, what's up with this? Like, I've already been through so many tests and trials. How much more are you going to put me through? But it's something like a shift in perspective makes you realize that you've been more stingy with yourself by not recognizing something. And when you really recognize something, what's not the true miraculous chalice, what will never quench your thirst, and you come into that recognition, it gives you a certain bravery and a certain resilience, as well as single-pointed focus that helps you open your road in the most powerful, beautiful way. And I love it. You got power back in your hands here. And you're getting to the center of a mystery. This is how you're finding the way through. And it's almost reminding me of like the entry into the secret garden is through navigating through some illusion of a false identity you've been wearing for quite a while. This is very deeply transformational process you're going through with Maze Face. So I do feel like this is where you are being washed up on the shore. You are about to have your path of power activated here. And the thing is, it's like you've been waiting. When is it going to be my time? As you've been sinking further into the south node, because what you haven't recognized is it's already here, you see. With the moth medicine, there's a certain fire test of truth that you've already been passing through. It's like you've been tempered. You've been tempered by the fire. There's something that's been tempered in you that is bringing forward key of the fiery sword, the will, the activation of your discernment to make a decision. And there's this decision you're making to empty out the gross cup. And then once that space is created, what you need can finally come on through. It may seem like it's destructive, but it's actually the beginning of everything that you've dreamed of here. There's something you've been facing off with. You've been facing off with what seems like an outside opponent. And it's a bit of returning to beginner mind once you see through this illusion. And you recognize that freeing yourself from these limitations really only involves you being willing to go through the recognition that something you've been waiting on will never bear fruit. There's no potency there. See, you're gaining some wisdom here. It's almost like you're looking back behind you one last time. Just questioning, am I really leaving this behind? Am I really leaving this behind? You know, it's almost like a feeling of being pretty sure that you are, but needing to just look at it one more time. And when you look back there, there's something that's revealed. It's like the true face of it is seen. And that unlocks the pathway to the secret garden within you. And you got this power in your hands that brings the sweetness of the bloom into view. It's something that's been operating beneath the surface, but looks like you got the whole pie in your hand. I like it. You're bagging up the meaningless garbage, you're leaving it behind you, and the road opens anew. I do feel like it's a little tricky there, right? Because there's something that's cropping up here over the next 72 hours that could have you entering a stream of consciousness that you've already traveled down that really was meant to come to an end a long time ago. There's something here. It's a little test of the trickster. There's some humor in it, okay? It could slip you up if you let it. Maybe it's like this altruistic part of you that feels like, oh, but maybe I should go back and like help out in this situation, or maybe they just need my understanding. There's like something here that's tripped you up repeatedly. And it's more like, what are you doing? Like, you got to save yourself. You don't recognize the way you keep tripping yourself up. I think you catch yourself before you make a fumble here. Just as you're about to cross into that end zone and get that touchdown, right? And when you see it, you bag up all the meaningless garbage. You're no longer the bag lady. You're not bringing that forward with you. You're not bringing that forward with you. Yeah, you're not bringing that forward with you. You're never going to go anywhere heading that route. There's no fuel for your fire. It's not the prize you thought it would be. You know, leave the rats to that cheese. You know, you got somewhere else to go. Ooh, what's this? Interesting. The shitty acoustic guitar guy. It's very interesting. It's kind of coming through dualistically, you know? For some of you, this is like somebody you've had your eyes on for a while, you know? Maybe they woke up a part in you, a part of you that is very wild and free. And maybe there's a reason why, you know? You've been so attached to a particular dream, a particular vision. It could even be a particular person. I feel like it might be like a particular person, or maybe a time in your life that you've been reflecting on, revisiting, thinking that maybe there's still something there, but it may be more that you just need to understand what that time in your life symbolized to you, and recognize that same quality of freedom, liberation, and wild, abandoned exploration, like, it never went anywhere. It's just that you thought that the answer to access that quality was found in another, or found within a certain time in your life, but that time already slipped away. It's like, no, this is here now. It's within you. It doesn't come through anybody else. You've had it all along. You've had that power all along. There's something you're recognizing. I don't know why I got this. Maybe even you're going through things, like maybe you're getting rid of stuff you don't need anymore. You're sorting through, you know, stuff you've hung on to for a long time. And as you do this great clearing. It might be like, you might be doing like some early spring cleaning or something. It's like, as you're going through your environment, you're bagging up all this stuff. You're like, wow, I've been really holding on to a lot of stuff I don't need. And maybe the things you're coming across, it's sparking something in your consciousness. You're seeing something clearly, and you're like, why have I been holding on to an old dream? Was that really all it was like cracked up to be? Is there really anything else for me to discover there? Maybe I learned everything there was to learn there. And that's the liberation. It's like letting go of an old dream allows the true dream to come into view through you. That's what I feel this is. 1911 on the clock. And there we go. That's it. That's it. Here you are. Here you are. You know, now you're turned on, you know. Now you've seen something secret that you weren't able to see before. Something that you've held all along. And this is what finally gets you excited about your life. It's interesting because I feel like once you become aware of that, the path does open. It was accessible to you this whole time, but it's like you've been waiting on something. You never knew you were actually waiting on you. That's what I feel this is. You never knew you were waiting on you. Ooh, I like this energy. I like it too. It's almost like you're casting away this illusion that there's any chains to break. It's like there's no chains here. You've been held here by like this stuck place in your consciousness. Nothing's holding you to a certain position. Nothing's keeping you tethered. Like you're already free. You're already free. That's what I think this is. You're freeing yourself from the concept that you need to free yourself from anything because you're recognizing I'm already free. I already got it all within me. This is cool. This is cool. I like this. It feels like something's coming through here that's really getting you meaningfully engaged in your life again. Yes, it's the birth of something new. It's the rebirth of slick, man. That's the judgment. That's what's coming through. Because you're cool like that. That's right. You're cool like that. I love it. This is so good. Okay, one more round. One more round to cap this off. Yeah. I don't think this is quite here yet. Okay, we see that. Okay, because you're still in this place where I think it's starting to dawn on you. Like you're starting to get some inklings like, well, maybe I don't actually want that. Maybe I don't actually need to head in that direction, right? You're not quite there yet. You know, Saturn and Neptune in Aries still has something to teach you. But when the call comes, I think that's when you say, what am I doing? Like, what am I waiting on? There's nothing to wait on. It's all right here. It's all right here. I've had the power all along. And that's when it gets really cool, man. That's when it gets really cool. There's some major transformation coming through here for you in your perspective, in your reality tunnel, in what's possible for you. And I don't know why I got this, but it feels like the path to the secret garden opens up through you. And there's something very seductive and sensual about that, because it's got perfumed garden vibes. And you know what they call the perfumed garden? The Kama Sutra. So you see that there's something here where it's almost giving me the vibes of you're experiencing the conjuncto. It's when you have the masculine, feminine polarities within merge and come into that state. Ooh, I got sentience, an ecstatic union. So this is a moment of creative potency, and it's about to birth a new path forward for you. Came in at 23 on the clock. Hail Eris. This is when the creative force of chaos comes through for you, and it brings something beautiful into your field of vision. Instantaneous manifestation, like on the spot. This is that creative energy finally finds the avenue of expression, and your path forward materializes for you. Ooh, this is good. This is good. Let me do a cut the deck on this to cap this off. This to me feels really complete. I don't want to delve too much into this because I feel like this is a very secret, inner unfolding, unfurling, you know? It's something intimate. And it's very personal to you. So we're not going to do things like get signs and synchronicities and all of that, because this is something you're meant to unveil within yourself. But when you unveil this within yourself, you do step onto that bardic path. The time is now. You're entering into the weird wizard shit phase of your life. And there's instant manifestation here. Like there's going to be something that materializes in your material reality within the next 72 hours that it's like your key to freedom. You finally see it. You see your path forward. Cut of the deck. Ooh, and you're all in. You are all in with the wet pants. You're turned on. You're excited. You're diving into it, into the deep end. You're in the waterway. It's carrying you forward. There you are, feral nerd. Fears put behind you. You're like, yeah, let's go and explore. Let's go on that trip to Wonderland. I don't care if I step in some shit along the way. All I know is this is what turns me on, and this is where you're going to find your fulfillment. It's okay if it roughs me up a little bit. I'm ready to be wild and free. I love it. I love it. Yes, it's like you're turned on, firing off on all cylinders, consciousness lit up, feeling like you're coming back to life again. Creativity just brimming within you, spilling out of you, you know? It's almost like it does feel a little bit like that kind of a release, you know? It's almost like an orgasmic release. It's like the creativity is spilling out of you. I don't know. There may be some chaos magicians out there that are like, yeah, that's it. That's the future I want to see. It's possible, but whatever this is the path you're heading down. And yeah, man, 26:11 on the clock, 8:11. Yep. That's that synchronicity that says you're on the right track. Keep going there. Go where you feel stimulated. Go where you feel like life is brimming within you. Go in the direction that turns you on. Go in the direction that makes you look at things in a new way. Maybe as you try new things that make you feel like a little awkward, you know, a little out of your element. It is coming in for you. You're heading down this path. Next 72 hours, you know exactly where you're going. And all I have to say is, Godspeed.